Welcome to episode 217 of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
Back at it.
Back at it.
I mean, we are, if nothing but consistent.
Pretty much nothing but consistent.
That's pretty much it. We still have, because we've had a couple solo pods here and there. We still have never missed a week, right?
More or less. I don't think we have, but we've gotten so dicey with the Sunday to Monday to.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we've been scrambling.
It's been a little tricky. Lately. This is a Sunday, guys. We're recording on a Sunday.
And this one's not Hayes' fault this time. Listen to this. I don't even think I told Hayes this. Hayes is known about breathing treatments, but we've been to the doctor. So we have an appointment tomorrow, pediatrician appointment tomorrow. We were there on Friday. We were there on Wednesday. We were there on Monday. And we were there on the Friday before.
Eek.
And so this Friday, they finally figured out that the youngest has RSV and pneumonia. Double whammy.
Holy crap.
We think he's on the up and up. He's looking a lot better. So yeah, we've had some long nights, like terribly long nights. Like ER bags packed. So we didn't have to go to the ER, thankfully. I know that happens with some babies with RSV, but when they finally figured it out, it was like the worst day was that day. So that was like the peak, and then we've been coming down from that. So, yeah, man.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Adversity it's always there. Adversity is always going to be there. And
especially with children,
still kicking. Yeah,
I mean, a theme of my day has been, I have my second child's graduated from high school. He's done. Graduation's next weekend, and I keep telling these kids,
shout out.
Yeah, free shout out. Keep telling these kids, like, I know it feels like this is the end of something, and this feels like you got through something so hard, and bless your heart. This is the most easy time of your entire life, and do it. Like, have a good time.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Good grief. I'm telling you, regular life largely sucks. And you got 50 years of it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey.
Anyway.
It doesn't have to suck.
It
doesn't suck.
Was a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hard. How about that?
Right. This is the most worry-free time that you're going to have in your life.
You got no responsibility. You have no.
Right. Yeah. But in the moment, it doesn't feel like that, right?
Correct.
Like, I understand. But goodness, yeah, you're right. You're only responsible for yourself.
Yep.
And that can feel pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah. So,
follow all the stuff.
Yeah, follow all the stuff.
Thanks for listening to the show. Tell us who's listening. You won't because you're jerks. But anyway, appreciate you listening, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I still don't know who listens, but it's still like 40 an episode, more or less. Considering our effort level, that's pretty high.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's shockingly
40 people listen to this.
217 times.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah, bro.
I wonder what countries we've been hitting lately. I'm going to log in, and later in the pod we can talk about that. But in the meantime, last week, I think we talked about Blue Flower Skate Shop. Maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I'm going to talk to them again whenever I'm over near their store and see if they'll come on the pod. But this week, we have a new shop from one of the kids in the youth. And let me see if I can pull it up here because I'm not sharing it right now. This is terrible podcasting. This is the Dotted Watch shop on Depop. So Hayes and I were old man discussing what Depop was. Would you say it's like an Etsy for thrifting?
I don't know.
Vintage?
As of about 3 minutes ago, Still Dripping has a Depop. I
Oh,
signed this
really?
up.
You
Yeah.
signed it up already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll see. I'll put some
So I'm
stuff
gonna
on there.
Okay, I'm gonna dive into some of my
I mean,
favorite stuff
I
on
don't
there.
have, I mean, I literally just got on the website for the first time to sign us up. I didn't even look at it what it was. I don't even have an opinion. Blow the screen up.
Oh, yeah, let me switch it over. There you go. Yeah, so here we go. We've got Jordan 23. Looks like from a thumbnail view. Yeah, that's Hardwood Classics. Mitchell and Ness. $90. I was texting him and he said he'll take offers on anything. He says his prices are real high,
that's how I
but
do it.
to me, I mean, $90 for that is not very high. The one I was looking at was this Tennessee. It's not a starter,
wow.
but it's that
The
Tennessee.
chalk line?
Let's see what it is.
Oh, that's super sick. Who
Swing
cares what it
Swingster?
is? I mean, that's really
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, it is really old. XL size, so it's probably a large, fits like a large now. It's got some stains, but man, $70. I've sold one of these already, so I'm not in the market for one, but this is a pretty good deal.
Yep.
I mean,
Go
not
back to the
everybody's
rest
like
of the
me.
shop.
Yeah, I'll go back. Not everybody's like me. I like my vintage to have a little wear on it. Like I don't want
Like
it
my shoes
pristine.
normally.
Yes, normally. But you've got Harley stuff in here, some old Redskins Forbidden football team. Let's see, what's this? What does that say? Awake a Dream? Awaken a Dream? Don't know what that is. But yeah, a lot of Harley race tees. I mean, this is a pretty solid vintage shop, if you ask me.
Yeah, for especially a high school kid, man.
Yeah,
His
no
pictures
doubt.
look dope.
Yeah. These would pass all of our previous
Oh yeah, we used to, our laws.
picture laws that Landon.
Man, see the thing that
Landon made
really
for us.
makes me a little bit sick to my stomach to think about this is that if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to go back and take pictures of everything, and that
I
just makes
know
me wanna
that's
throw
the
up.
worst part.
Ugh.
Taking pictures is the worst part. So shout out to P Dot, man. Oh, look at this Hornets. Oh, we love
yeah,
Hornets
that's sick.
stuff.
Yeah, we do.
63. See, that's not that bad. That's faded, but that's really dope. Some Carhartt jeans. Stop me if
All right.
anything.
I mean, it's getting me in the mood to at least consider.
Is this
doing
a
some
Dale
of this.
Earnhardt shirt? Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
That
that's dope.
is sick. Wow.
Does he do what we do? I mean, he's just on the hunt.
Yeah, man. He does it probably a lot more than we do, but
Yeah.
Yeah, for a high schooler, I mean, this is a freaking sick store.
Yeah.
Oh,
Depop.
Depop, man. You learned something new.
All right. I did.
Yeah. Oh, Hayes, this is yours right here. What is that? A horse coming out of flames?
What's inside the flames right there? It's a name or something. Is that the year?
Yeah. Looks like an
Yeah, that's
autograph of something.
Really terribly sick.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
It's
it's
a little
distressed.
ratty too. Distressed.
Yeah, you can't.
I think those are cigarette holes right there.
You can't. You can't wash those things regularly.
No, that's the tough part,
You
right?
gotta like get them dry cleaned.
Here's your name. Zoom in. Here's your signature. I guess that's a piece of art they put on a shirt. Yeah, that is the tough part about it. Is like you want to like wear that once and then flip it for what you got it for.
Yeah,
it's not going to hold up very long. But yes, I mean, shout
All
out
right.
to P Dot. We're looking at it's the dotted watch, dotted watch on Depop.
Okay. He's got 300 something sales. Look at that.
Yeah, 306 sales. You can see all his sold stuff too. A lot of camo. A lot of camo sold stuff.
We need to do some market research.
Yeah. I mean, that's somewhat fits for where we live, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm not gonna shout out where where he lives, but I'll just say that
Nashville, Tennessee. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Nashville's
Camo in the South. Oh, look at this, Randy Moss jersey sold. Oh, that is freaking dope. All right, that's enough of that. But yeah, so shout out there.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Hayes,
Still dripping on the Depop, still dripping TN. You'll find us on the Depop.
There we go.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, you got any more than sneakers moments?
Man, oh my goodness. My more than sneakers moments is that I went to our old church today, and they have taken down our Jordans. But it was because somebody was doing something with them. Somebody put them down and tried to wear them. And I was like, well, you couldn't have worn mine. Mine were dilapidated.
Yeah, mine too.
And he said, yeah, no, they're back in the kitchen. And I meant to get them.
Oh, you should have grabbed them for us. We could have built something for those.
Maybe I'll try to get. There's got to be a way we can get them.
Yeah, your son could go. Right?
Yeah. Maybe.
They got both pairs. Yours was Space Jams, right?
Yeah.
Were mine 11s or bread 4s or 11s?
I thought there was 2 pair of 11s.
Was it 2 pair of 11s? I couldn't remember.
I thought you had breads and I had the Space Jams. OG, mine are like 98.
Yeah, mine were
dilapidated.
Like 13.
Anyway, what we're talking about is at the church we formerly went to, we hung up old pairs of sneakers in the rafters of the youth area, like to indicate we were selling drugs in the hood. How you do sneakers. It was awesome.
They took them down. What's the famous church camp song that we wrote? Jesus is our dope. That's why, right?
We don't get high at High Lake because Jesus is our dope. So fill your veins with Jesus because he will give you hope. The Spirit is our dope. We don't get high at High Lake. The Spirit is our dope. So fill your veins with Jesus and he will give you hope. Man, that's bars right there.
That should be sent to. Do you ever follow John Christ?
Yes.
He has a podcast that I see clips of on Instagram, and it's of pastors like mid-sermon saying things that like you can take out of context.
Out of pocket?
Yes. And I feel like that could be on there, and they'd be, yeah, there's your cat. Take a sip. I'm sipping water because we're doing this on a Sunday. So
I'm sipping hot tea.
Old man life.
Anyway, that's my morning stickers moment. Is I thought of you. I thought of you all morning, but specifically when I encountered the sneakers.
It's very sweet. Got one last. Well, I got two. So I was running late on Friday to work, and I was about to run into the locker room at work to take a shower, and I see this guy in the parking garage, and it's illegal Sneaker Fridays, and he's got on some Travis Scott lows ones, AJ1 Travis Scott lows, and I was like, whoa, you don't see that every day. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I didn't see him for the rest of the day. I mean, obviously, we have a big office building, but I would assume walking around, like, come on, like, you got to go to lunch. You got to do something. So never saw him again. So I'm on the hunt to find that guy.
Okay.
And talk to him about sneakers.
Get some information from him.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Talk to him. Tell him Rooted's right down the street. Let him know. Pass on the good word. Trying to think if there's any other sneakers.
The other thing I have is I got my New Balance in. They had to get authenticated. So
okay, they're there.
Yeah.
You got to show us. Do you have them with you?
No, they're inside.
Okay.
Man, they are so sick.
Yeah, you like them?
Would you have ever believed if you talked to you and me 5 years ago and you'd say, Well, the last pair of sneakers that you either both of you would get, Mason's going to get an Adidas, and Hayes is going to get a New
I
Balance.
did not get an Adidas. I got a Asics.
I'm sorry, Asics and a New Balance. Close enough.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I never
very
would have
surprising.
guessed that.
Very
That's
surprising.
pretty shocking.
I'm telling you, man, the quality on the Asics that I have. I mean, they're a Kith pair of
I was going to
Asics,
say that's because it's Kith.
but it is like unbelievably like high quality.
Yeah.
And they are comfy. Like there's not many Nike shoes that I have that are as comfy and as high quality materials as those shoes. Truly.
Right.
And
Well,
so
I would say it's more about the Kith and less about the Asics, but whatever.
yeah. But you know what I've heard is a extremely high quality shoe, and I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm far enough. What's the opposite of mainstream?
Underground?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm far enough underground to go with it. Is Diadora?
There's a gentleman at work that has a pair of Diadora. That's the only person I've ever met to own a pair of Diadora. That's a deep, deep, deep cut.
They look really high
But
quality.
it's Italian, right?
Yeah.
Like Italian for real, like Filippelli Italian or whatever. We're not talking about Fazoli's. We're talking about Mamicico. We're talking about knock you off like made men. For real.
Sicily.
Yeah, Sicilians.
Yeah, man. I don't think I'm far enough underground yet to go with the Diadoras.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be at a place of Diadora.
One new school. My fridge is making some funky noises, so it might be time to move back to the shed.
You haven't been in the shed in a minute.
I haven't been in the shed in a minute. It's been before Wyatt was born. So at least 10 months. Sheesh, that's a long time not in the shed. Now we're in the heat chamber shed if I'm going out there.
Yeah, you are.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Diadora.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah.
Deep cut.
Another deep cut that is surprisingly high quality shoes, and they've got like those Vibram soles, is Brand Black. The only reason I knew about them was J Crossover had his own shoe called the J Crossover Brand Black. That was like one of the only basketball shoes that they made, and a guy at work loves them to like work out in, to wear. Like he has a few different pairs, which is, yeah, I still think a little too underground for me.
Yeah. I remember K1X. Remember when Slam used to have K1X?
Yes,
that would be like that.
Who wore a K1X shoe?
Like Steven Jackson.
Yeah, maybe Ron Artest.
Remember those? Remember
I think
in
K1X was
where you had that headband that was like a third strap that would come up too?
Yes.
Remember those? Yes. All that stupid
see
stuff
it on the East Bay.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. You get that on the East Bay. The K1X was definitely, Ron Artest definitely had his own K1X, or he wore K1X for a while. Man, look at that. Like talk about underground. Look at Ron Artest's sneaker portfolio.
Yeah, he's
got some underground Chinese brands right there.
Well, also New York is like really one-off New York brands, right? Because he's from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was also, I feel like we've talked about this in the podcast before. Aura Slam is how I learned about this website that was called Shoe 22 that turned out to be fake Jordans. Remember that?
I don't know if we've talked
sure enough, they had it in there, and it was like an ad in Slam, but it was called Shoe 22. You go in there, buy Jordans, and I think they were all fake.
Slam magazine?
Yeah.
Wow. How crazy is that? A fake shoe.
But it was, this was what year? 2004 or 5. The internet's still pretty new.
Yeah.
Right. They're like,
Yeah.
they'll probably just take anybody that would buy an ad. Yeah, we'll buy one. Anyway,
That's wild. I lost my mouse here. Here we go. Now I guess. Wait, time to jump inside the box.
yeah, let's do it.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
Man, I've sent you a ton of stuff this week.
You did send a ton, and we're gonna have to filter through.
Yeah, we don't have to get through all of it. Go from the latest to the newest. All
right, let's switch it. Switch the screen
the
here.
oldest to the newest.
All right.
Oh, this is brand new. I just sent it to you a minute ago. I was just surprised by this. There's a Supreme.
Hold on for the
week.
podcast. We're looking at the Supreme SpongeBob SquarePants, and let me tell you, there are some interesting
tacky
for sale.
I mean, what he's really in. Okay, so they got the jacket with SpongeBob. I mean, first of all, I'm not a big SpongeBob fan. SpongeBob got big right when I was getting old, and so it's just right past my, teen years, whatever year that.
Yeah, I mean, what's prime for SpongeBob? Like 9 to 13-year-old, 9 to 14.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when it came out.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying the prime age for that stupid humor,
potty humor.
Yeah.
So we got Supreme collabing with SpongeBob. We got these some jackets at the top that look like almost like racing, motorcycle jackets. Then you've got I'll call it a jersey, and then you've got these wrestling jock straps,
singlets.
What is that?
Is that a leotard?
Go through the pictures and let's get a clearer.
Well, it's like a
wrestling uniform.
Right, but everything on it, like all the things around, is NASCAR-esque.
It does have
it looks like
vibe.
a bunch of ads or something like that. So yeah, it is very racing. You got Squidward on one arm, Sandy on the other. I don't know what the name is on here. It's 94 is their car number.
I wonder if that's the year. 94 is the year Supreme came out.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
See, look, if I'm a SpongeBob guy, this is super dope. I'm not, and I'm a grown up. I'm 45. I'm not going to wear this jacket. So I'm not the person for this jacket.
Yeah,
but it's cool. Like, I'll never wear any of these. But the jockstrap looking thing, like, what the crap is that? Why did they do that? And why did they make the penile area so prominent? Doesn't it look like it's just like, look at my penis? That's what that looks like. Am I wrong?
I'm so confused.
Especially with SpongeBob sandwiched between the, you got your wiener sandwiched between two SpongeBobs.
With his winking SpongeBob with his thumb up.
It's weird.
It is really weird. The socks.
I mean, the socks,
weird.
Whatever. No, socks are cool. Like, we could do the socks. The hat. Absolutely stupid.
Cheap though. Even the socks.
Well, this is a biking hat. It's meant to be like a racing hat, a biking hat.
But the socks look very cheap. If
they
I'm
look
paying
like
Supreme prices, I want something that's gonna last.
Okay.
This cheapo water bottle. What is Castelli?
It's got to be some bicycle company.
I'm
guessing. Cycling jersey. There it is. That's what it is. See it? Cycling jersey. Cycling. So what we're calling the jock strap is actually a cycling bib. It's not wrestling.
Is that the bib?
That's what that is.
A cycling bib. Have you ever... There's no way you can ride a bike in that thing. Look at that.
We should have some sort of contest in which you have to wear that, like in public. The loser wears a cycling bib.
What about of the podcast foursome? The person who comes on the least this year has to wear
that.
So we're pretty much exempt already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not having to wear the bib. Why do they call that a bib? Somebody who cycles. Why is that thing
a
that looks
bib is supposed to catch stuff like from falling on you. Your whole chest is out.
and
That goes below your belly button. It has to. Right?
surely you wear something over that. Somebody that cycles and knows this stuff. Why is it called a bib? Why does it make your penis look like it's so prominent? Does it have little pads on your cheeks? Because that would make sense if it had cheek pads.
Yeah, but maybe you probably wear something under it that has cheek pads.
I don't know, Mason.
Right? I don't know.
I'm not up to date on the newest cycle fashion. Anyway, but it is SpongeBob and it's Supreme, and I thought it was funny.
There is no way this is comfortable. No way. Absolutely no way.
I guess the point is you're trying to be aerodynamic if you're cycling. So let's keep everything tight and tidy and that makes sense.
Mm.
And aerodynamic.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want like a full body if you're gonna go aerodynamic?
So maybe this is for the
Like
summer.
sleeves?
Or maybe you throw that racing shirt over the top of it. Go. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wear the shirt, put on the bib.
To Google anything around these biking bibs. I don't want to. It's kind of something that's out there that I don't want to know about.
Racing bibs.
Racing.
No, I don't want. I don't know. I don't need to know any more about it than we've already discussed. Let's move on.
I loved how we jumped into Inside the Box for 7 minutes. We talked about SpongeBob and bicycle. All right, here we go.
Oh, these are so sick.
Cigar Lounge Nike Dunk Low. These are so sick. This violates your number one sneaker rule.
No, because this is navy. It's not black.
This is
if it was black.
Really?
At least it looks navy. It looks dark navy. It doesn't look black to me. Now that looks black.
That one does, but I do agree up on the tongue. It looks navy.
That if this shoe is that first picture, I'm a buyer. If it's black, I don't know. But man, that right there, if it's navy, my eye is seeing that more like navy.
I agree with you. Once you said it, I can see, especially up here.
Yeah.
Around the collar. This shoe is called Cigar Lounge. Nike Dunk Low releasing this year. Do we have a time that it's releasing? No, we just have this year. So sometime in 2025. It's
navy, got a lot of brown guys. It's got brown sole. It's got a little bit lighter tan swoosh, and then the color blocking on the toe box and then on the side, it's either black or really dark navy.
I agree.
And I can't really tell.
Third picture looks black, but these two look navy. I mean, that looks.
It looks like you're sitting on a chair in a cigar lounge.
Nike is fairly terrible at pictures and the color of their pictures.
See, that looks navy.
Again. Yeah.
If it's navy, I'm a buyer. If it's black, I'm a pass. But man, these are. Yeah, you can't mix that much brown and that much black. But
when you sent me these, I had a colossal idea. I think it's colossal because I had it, but and I wrote it down in my notes. But how dope would it be, like once a month, to do, like we love our More Than Sneakers moment, but what if we did like a More Than podcast? So we do like, really, this is called, what is this called? Cigar Store? What was it? Cigar Lounge?
Cigar Lounge.
So my uncle, who we've had our only live public podcast at his cigar shop, he's opening another one. And their whole mission it's called Mission Cigar, but their whole mission is to be able to talk to people about Jesus inside a cigar bar. I mean, that seems pretty awesome. It's kind of why we have this podcast. And I just thought, like, what if we could do a More Than, like the More Than podcast? Maybe, I don't know if we rebrand this or not, but like one episode, More Than Cigars. and have my uncle on and whoever else he wanted to come on. We just talked to him about their mission there. I thought about it was just so many things started popping into my head after that. The hashtag that Josh Henley puts on all his stuff, More Than Sports. So we could have him on More Than Sports. I had another one that was really freaking dope too.
I love this idea. This idea is
didn't make
great.
it, but yeah, like I don't know if we do more once a month but just people. We know so many people who don't like sneakers that we would love to talk to about this stuff, And there's so many things that people are doing that are so cool, that are mission driven, and I don't know. I think that'd be a really cool thing of just people we know in the community that are doing cool things, but it's not necessarily about that one thing that they're doing.
Yeah, I love that idea.
So it's just something that I know you don't have another night of the week to do an extra podcast, and neither do I. And so I don't know if we build that into what we're doing now and just having people on through that. I'm sure we could get More Than Golf. I'm sure we can. I mean, there's millions of things that people do that connect each other.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really cool thing that this kind of got me started on. So would love to play around with that. And if anybody else wants to help with that's listening, let us know, because we can't do it. Another one, that's for sure. We're struggling on this one. So anyways,
I like the third month, like every third week, it's something like that. I think
yeah. Okay. All right, let's do that. Let's work on that then. Next up, how do you say this? Ame?
Ame.
I should have.
Ame Leon Dore.
Ame Leon Dore. New
These
Balance.
are terrible, and it's ALD, and so that's why.
Yeah, it's
the model
ALD.
is terrible, but it's ALD, and so that's why we're looking at it. It's a collab, but this model is horrible.
This one right here is a 3-way collab, right? I think we saw.
I can't remember. That's the least of the horrible.
Yes, absolutely. I just want
to. That's decent, I would say.
Yeah,
the
green one is the only decent one. This colorway,
a bowling shoe.
What, like, it's a Monarch, it's a New Balance. It is the ugliest form of a dad shoe that you can have. And
it's horrible.
Like, why would anybody put this colorway on something? I'm just astounded.
Yeah, it's horrible.
These high schoolers have said they're going to listen to this podcast eventually. I would love to know their take on this, because everything comes in waves, right? Like, we've seen the dad shoe wave. We've seen, and for me and you, we don't understand the waves that are coming.
No. Like
the Asics, super mesh and silver shoes. Like, I know that's a wave that people have been on. I don't know really what the wave in the South. It feels like Williamson County is like Crocs.
It feels like it's Crocs.
On clouds.
Yes. It feels like we've moved away from on cloud and into heavy Croc.
Yeah. I have to admit,
heavy slides, heavy Croc.
My sneaker bias did get the best of me in 9 Square. I was really, anybody who had slides or house shoes, slides and Crocs were in that. I was really trying to get everybody to get them out. Yeah, we were gunning for them. I let that one get the best of me. But I was like, what are we doing? We don't leave the house in Crocs, man. The Crocs are for mowing the grass only.
I would say it's ignorance. They just need to be taught.
They do. They need to be, put an arm around them and really walk through them. Who is jumping in here? We've got Landon Parrish joining the podcast. And
is he really?
Where is he? I tried to add him. There we go.
What's up?
Hey, Landy.
I'm just here for a second to put some respect on the name. Steph is the greatest of all time. Jordan, LeBron, Wilt Chamberlain, they can take a back seat. No one's done it better than this man right here. Shout out Steph Curry. I'm out.
Okay.
Oh,
wow. Okay, Landon, thanks. Bye.
I mean, he was 4 out of 10. Like, It wasn't even that great of a Steph game. He's had 3 points the first half. If anything, this was the Buddy Hield game.
Buddy.
I will say this. Look, we're talking about basketball. We'll just hit it real quick. What he's saying is the Warriors just beat the 7 seed beats the 2 seed in the West, which that was an easy prediction if you watch any basketball at all.
Yes.
I felt the same way with the cat. These cats see something or they're extremely curious about something that's above. Okay. I think an NBA team can be successful with Dylan Brooks as a starter. And I think that's what the Rockets
You
had.
said you don't think?
I don't think they can win with Dylan Brooks as a starter.
Landon's back in.
That's
Back
obvious. They lost tonight. So, yeah.
No idea when
Fraudulent.
Landon jumped back in, but
The Houston frauds.
Yes.
So,
why
Landon,
did you
now
try to
that-
get back in here? Why did you try to jump in for 5 seconds and leave? I got it. I got it.
Welcome to episode 217, the train wreck episode, where Landon just comes in and just moves us completely off the tracks. This is your host, Mason.
What were we just talking about?
We were
Some New
talking about
Balance.
We were talking about New Balance, Landon. Thank you.
I've been watching the whole show.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Why did you watch it and not just come on?
I don't know.
You idiot.
This is typical Landon Parrish right here.
All right, these are horrible.
Yeah,
These are
Landon.
so good. Oh my gosh.
Shut
I
up.
love it.
Shut up. It's
What's your
absolutely asinine. Okay, we talked about this a little bit before, but Shea Gilgeous-Alexander dedicates new shoe to mom. It's a triple black colorway. Like, there's nothing about this shoe that's like, oh, that's sweet. Like, there must be a detail about her in here. Nothing.
And there's not? Let's keep going. See if
I
there's
mean, here's the little video for it.
I mean, it doesn't even just say mom on the heel or something.
Audio.
So weird.
Dude, that's a complete rip off of the Nike Air Sunder with the shroud and the zip. It's a complete knockoff.
It is the same company, but
It is.
I
Yes.
don't know if
Yeah,
that's
that's
I don't know if that's a knockoff of the Air Sunder. Is it?
I mean, it
Pull
is
it up.
very
I
odd.
get what you're saying with the shroud.
Oh, he's somming right now.
Yes. Yeah. So this is actually the colorway is Charm Black. My mother's love for the color black inspired this design. Elegant, mysterious, yet unapologetically her. This one's for you, Charmaine. So maybe it's Charm Black
Wow.
is the colorway. Yeah, I guess we're not going to get any color blocking on this. We're just only like monochromatic, which is very Shea. I just don't understand. I mean, this is a very, very small set of people that you're trying to sell to. And I don't think that's the right move if you have a NBA MVP.
These will be worn at some high school proms with tuxes and teal bow ties.
Teal.
Yeah, this will be a
Very
AAU
specific.
circuit.
You really think this
Or
is an AAU
take
circuit
the-
shoe?
I
don't.
think it's just because it's Shea.
I mean, maybe.
Who else is going to buy these shoes? Like, no disrespect to his game, but I mean, he's
why
with
I think this
Converse
is like
number
a-
one, and
CAU, right? The Canada AAU.
maybe so.
Like, he's Canadian. Maybe they're selling a bunch of shoes in Canada. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh, well.
Go to these Jordans and see how much they did too much with them.
Oh, way too much. Okay, Landon, here's my question.
Hoo, hoo, hoo,
And I feel like you're going to give us a great answer.
hoo, hoo,
The words on the toe box is equivalent to a tattoo where?
hoo. Yeah.
I mean, it's tacky. It's really tacky.
In this
Right on
family,
the
no one
right-
flies alone.
I feel like it's right on your cleavage.
There's no way
Huh.
this is like cost effective. That had to be so expensive.
Yeah, I
That's
wonder how
the
many of
first thing
these-
you're talking about? That's the first thing is I bet that was expensive. Not this is horribly tacky and stupid. Then maybe third or fourth we can talk about the cost of it. I mean the only thing decent about the shoes is the lace locks.
I rock with these.
Oh my gosh.
And
If you take I mean I would even dare say if you take away the stupid print on the front, it's still a stupid shoe.
I just don't
I feel like this is the
understand.
one wear shoe that gets really messed up after one little nick.
Are those icy soles?
Yeah,
Yeah, is it all 3M or is it just silver?
I can't tell.
Wings.
Ooh.
Look at the texture on the. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
You see the creases there. If
Is
you have
that your-
creases in the model photo, you know that thing's gonna be toast after a one wear.
Do those traditionally have wings under the Jordan logo?
No, this is it's called the Wings like 10th anniversary pair or something, which is why you got the 10. I don't know the significance. I did not do my homework on this shoe.
Wouldn't it
it's
have made
kinda-
more sense for them to use a Jordan 10 rather than a Jordan 5? If it's the 10?
Yeah, I truly don't know the significance behind this shoe at all. It's not one that I really care particularly about. They've got to be like, I mean, Landon, you mentioned the price. These have
Is that
got
a
to
handprint?
that is a handprint. They've got to be so limited that it's just unbelievable. I mean, they're not going to sell out of these shoes, right?
I mean, to stitch on that toe, that ain't cheap.
Hey, keep going. There is a critter on my roof that these cats are just going. I can hear it. Give me a second.
Oh my gosh.
Keep going. Keep going.
All
Keep going.
right, we'll keep going. Man, Landon, I'm so happy you're here. So while Hayes is gone,
Oh boy,
I want you to talk to us about the Titans.
brother. We all know how this is gonna go. We all know how this is gonna go.
Enlighten us.
Might have a breakout year. Might get hurt 6 games in,
You're not
Stuck
a
with
believer
him for
in what we
2
did in the
years.
free agency.
and we never see him again. The man has no one to throw to.
That's fair. He's got an offensive line a little better than last year, though.
Yeah, but we have no rushing attack. They're gonna bring everyone at him. Just lethal. The man will get hurt this year. There is no
And
hope for this franchise.
I'm so glad you're on, but I feel like you were in desperate need of summer break, man.
Brother. It starts tomorrow. I
Oh,
have the
does
day
it?
off. Yeah. I have the day off.
That's why we got a Landon Parrish appearance. Well, you're in the lead because we made an executive decision, Hayes and I did, that whoever comes on the podcast for the rest of the year, the least, has to wear this SpongeBob singlet that you cannot see. This SpongeBob singlet in public. So, yeah, that's the penalty. So just get on more, and we'll
Wow.
do that. All right. Anyways, so real down on the Titans draft.
Rip to Warren Moon. They should never unretired his jersey. Which that number's not even retired under the Titans. He played for the Oilers.
Yeah. Are you psyched about Warren Moon said that they're getting new jerseys and then we won't be using the Oilers? It sounds like a whole new color scheme, which would probably go back to the light blue and red.
I mean, at least we'll look good losing.
Dang, you are down bad. What is a successful season in your mind? Is that bad? Oh my goodness.
Ask me in 5 years, man.
I'm asking you for this year. How many wins is successful for this year? Like, what is you're optimistic if we get blank wins?
How many did we have Jake Locker's first year? Because that's what we're. That's about. That's gonna be about it.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Jake
Tell me
Locker.
different.
Sorry.
Tell me different.
Go ahead.
Jake Locker, the glass man.
What just
What
happened?
about Cam Ward makes you think he's going to get injured? Has he ever been injured before? He hasn't ever had a major significant.
Oh, we moved to Titans.
Brother, he's never played for the Titans.
Do you think we should have gotten Shador in the 5th round?
We should have traded and just picked up scraps at the end of the draft.
Wow. You're really that half empty.
He's full on empty.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna be opening this new stadium with Jameis Winston under center for us. It is. Prayers that our children get to see the Titans flourish, because we sure as heck aren't going to.
Wow.
Dang, man. We're in the AFC Championship like 4 years ago, right? 5 years ago?
That seems like a decade ago.
You were at that game. I
I
feel like.
was at that game.
I was going to say.
That was more than 4 years ago. That was like 6 years ago.
That seems like 25 years ago at this point.
It was 2020 in the playoffs, so it was the 2019 regular season. So I remember that because the night that we beat the Patriots, Hayes and I were together at Matthew Thomas's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So
How was Matthew Thomas?
he just had his second kid, I think a boy. Yeah, second boy. So
I told her
there you go.
And the only
Um,
reason we won that game is because we knocked their tight end out in the first quarter.
Gronk,
Gronk.
Aaron Hernandez. Oh wait, did you
Oh.
guys see
You can't.
that? Who did the Patriots draft? They drafted a tight end. I don't know which one. I think it was
We got a tight end, didn't we?
no, I'm sorry. Wrong level. So a kid that's committed to Tennessee, he is not decommitted, but he's still taking visits to other places, which to me, I don't think that means you're committed if you're going to visit North Carolina. But anyways, he goes and visits North Carolina. Head coach, Bill Belichick. He says in there, he's a tight end. He says in his reason why is obviously Bill Belichick has been the coach of amazing tight ends. He mentioned 2, Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Why? You could pick a billion other tight ends. And you picked. Yeah. He said obviously
he
he's a great
remembers-
coach.
Aaron Hernandez, the player. Well, good for
You got
him.
a pearl necklace on?
Yeah, man, the podcast pearls. Gosh, Landon, are you a part of this podcast or not? It's like episode 100 of the pearls.
Hey, I
Oh,
want you to
man.
give me some hope for the Titans, because I feel like you're disagreeing with what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
I think you're hopeful that in the NFL, most teams that have a decent quarterback end up at least being competitive, and I think that's what he's doing. At least we got a good foundation.
We got
Redskins,
better than
great
Will
example.
Levis. Yeah. I think I am.
Sorry,
Now-
the Warriors, or whatever they're called, the football team.
Commander.
Commanders, there you go.
Anyways,
Yeah, because we don't That's offensive.
Yeah, we don't have Will Levis back there, who, to be honest, last year, a lot of really, really bad quarterbacks could have gotten us more wins. There was a few wins early in the season that we probably should have had if Will Levis literally didn't hand the ball off to the other team. Now, this is all of my hope in sports. You have to remember that I'm a Tennessee Vols fan. And so for so long, that was all we had was hope for next year. And
What do you have this year?
Battered Vol syndrome is a real thing. But you know what? Yeah, that's all I've got to say. We got Cam, who we've never seen him. We know he's. I mean, I guess he could be worse than Will Levis, but I really doubt it. Yeah, that's all I've got is just hope, blind hope.
I think I'm cheer for the Browns this year.
A big Shador guy.
Big Shador guy.
Why?
What a QB room they've got right now. That's crazy. Oh, another crazy QB room at the New York Giants.
Who's that? They got Fields?
DeVito. Jameis Winston went over there.
Oh, Russell Wilson too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And Jackson Dart. Wow.
Hey, sidebar real quick. I don't know, we're almost out of time anyway. What do you think about the new coach?
For who?
For Lipscomb.
Oh, ride or die. We'll go to
Ride or
the
die.
NCAA tournament again this year. Kevin
think
Carroll's
so?
the answer. Yeah. Deuces, Lenny. Sanford's going to go. Sanford's going to go to the tournament too because he gutted our whole team and coaching staff, but that's fine.
Yeah, but most of the team was seniors.
Nah, we just two guys.
The good
Two,
guys, right?
Yeah, but they took our starting. He took our starting center that was out this year, broke his ankle halfway through the season. Yeah, it's tough. Literally
that
saw the
foreign
man
guy
as he
left,
walked
right?
out of Allen Arena for the last time ever, and he just shook my hand and didn't say anything.
Are you
And
serious?
then the news broke that next morning.
Oh, he didn't tell you?
What a scumbag.
Did you know him like that?
Oh, yeah. I thought I did. I guess not.
What an answer. Oh yeah.
Hey, I thought I did, but I guess not. All right. Well,
No, Kevin Carroll's the GOAT. That man's been thrown into some dumpster fires and turned it around. Trevecca had 19 wins last year after the previous two seasons.
two wins.
Like,
I think Churchball, Mason, and Hayes and Landon could get more than 2 wins in a NAIA school, right? We could probably make it.
I didn't realize he was local with his previous job.
and then he was assistant under Lenny for a couple of years.
Okay, so he's got ties.
And then Nate Moran, he's moving up to coach Trevecca. He was assistant under Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Nate played for the NIT team that made the
I remember him.
So everybody wins.
All right.
One day everybody got to die. One
of the assistants dropped off 4 bags worth of Lipscomb gear.
To you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he gone.
Did you get some shoes?
He's not going to be able to wear any Lipscomb stuff down in Birmingham.
Did you get shoes?
No.
Then what did he give you? Are you going to sell it on eBay?
No, I'm wearing that stuff. I'm going to look
You said
fly.
4 bags.
I'm walking around campus looking like a basketball coach.
I hope they signed with Under Armour. Is he an Under Armour guy?
They're Nike. Sanford's Nike. We're Under Armour though.
Oh yeah. That's a shame.
Landon, would you rather be Under Armour school or a Russell school?
I'd rather have Cam Ward.
Dang, from what you said earlier. Wow. Under Armour or On Clouds?
Oh, On Cloud for sure. On Cloud's in the up and up, brother. I've been looking at some of their joggers.
No,
Their
Landon.
apparel game is good.
Okay, but do not. You have talked so much
Come on, Landon.
garbage about their sneakers.
They're too good. They have just
Don't.
they're too good. I can't.
I can't tell if
no.
you're serious.
I
He
can't
might not
kick
be
them
serious.
anymore.
No.
I can't kick them. I can't.
Landon,
They've done the
you're
impossible.
lying. You have said
Their market
some of
share
the
is
some things I
unreal.
won't even repeat of what you said about people that wear On Clouds. You can't do this.
They've
This is a line
infiltrated
that you
the
cannot
culture.
cross.
Well,
No, they haven't.
I'll never wear them. But
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I hope you guys become
I
the
would-
first.
but I would at
class
least, like,
basketball.
give a hug to somebody as I leave for another job that I've known for a long time. That's fun.
Wow. It's
I'm
all
gonna
right. He's
send
an
this
old
to
man.
Lenny. Yeah.
He's old.
All right. Well, that's all that I've got for this week. I was telling Hayes I couldn't find a picture. Bad podcasting. But man, the whatever ice blue color of foam posits they're coming out is the first shoe in a long time that I've said that's a really beautiful shoe. And we used to throw that term around a lot on the podcast. It just feels like there's not a lot of beautiful shoes coming out. And it's weird to say that about a foam. Landon, you sound you look like you're objecting to that.
No, I should say the new Rooted store is amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Is this the first time you've been
that's their
on
shoe
since
selection.
that Rooted is open?
All I can say is location, 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 and coffee.
Are they killing it?
Game
Do you
changer.
know?
That place is packed every day.
Oh yeah, every time I go in there, I haven't been in them maybe 3 weeks, but I've been in there like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, more than sneakers moment. I had a buddy, real close friend, get married last Sunday. Calls me up. No, on Saturday. Last Saturday, calls me up Friday. He's like, "Hey man, I need sneakers for my wedding, and I just ordered some, but I don't have time to go pick them up. Can you go pick them up?" It's like, "I got you." Dropped in. Cole took them from the warehouse to Rooted just so that I could pick them up for him. What a guy!
Love to see the team coming together, man. That's a beautiful moment.
Full
That's
send.
customer service. That's a
Mhm.
$10,000 burrito.
Well, Landon, since you're here, since you brought up Rooted, do we have any other inside information? We broke Rooted information here on the podcast multiple
We
times.
did.
Thanks to Landon. So, Landon, is there anything else that any future news?
They did a recent collab with an unexpected company. What was it? Ranch, right?
Stevens
Stevens Ranch. And I was talking to Cole about that. Brought out a much different customer base, but killed it.
Is that a local brand?
It is
Okay.
Morgan Wallen, I think, is invested in it. Some other country music stars.
Okay.
Crushed it. And the company reached out to them and said, "Hey,
Wow.
we want to collab on this." So they're making money moves.
Is it?
You think they would let
like,
us
is it
collab
like-
with them?
Is it apparel?
Yeah, like hats.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. The hat's dope. It's a camo hat, white top, camo bill. It's good. It's a good hat.
Do they always or do they want to like expand their own stuff?
I don't know.
Because for me, that's like what I would be more interested in. I just didn't know if like
Yeah, I don't think that's in their business model. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think personally they might want to, but I don't think they're set up to do that.
gotcha.
And I don't know if the market's there in Nashville yet.
You're talking
Yeah.
about basically being a Kith, where they have their own rooted
Right.
product.
Yeah. Kith
so.
is a really good example of what I'm thinking of. Like they do their own stuff, but they also sell stuff that's
Yeah,
not
got
just
it.
like a Kith collab, right? It's like Kith will have other stuff on their website.
Well, and
Maybe
I
like
feel like if they were going to
Undefeated,
do
too.
that, it was going to be with Aaron, who, rip.
He's
feel
still
like-
alive. He's still alive.
Well, I feel like he was that guy that was going to want to do that or have
That's
the
fair.
ability.
That's fair.
Go Heels.
So who is? I've talked to Cole about coming on the podcast again, but you had somebody else that you wanted to come on too, Landon, right?
Oh, Butler. We gotta get Butler on.
All right. Well, set it up. This is your last day of school, so you
I
better.
was going to say, you should have some more flexibility, right? We got 2 weeks.
Landon. Oh my gosh! Look, Landon, we're gonna have
Hey,
a
where's
live.
All I gotta say is, where's Dan? Where's Dan at?
Well, Landon, we're gonna have a live pod soon. You got to be there, and we need to start playing morning basketball. It would change your mood around. Let's
Where we
hit
gonna
some.
play?
You got the in.
We're sanding the courts, man. The Sacks closed all of month of May. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
Get
It's
in the
only,
high
it's only
school.
May.
Get in the high school. Let's get somewhere.
I don't have any
What about
connection.
McQuitty?
Dude, they got the thing on lock. Athletics has that thing on lock.
Yeah,
Well,
but
well,
you know the new basketball. You're so close to the old basketball coach. Freaking get us in Allen Arena, man. What?
I don't know Kevin like that. After this
Quit
last
holding
one, I
out
don't know
on
how
us.
close I'm going to get with him. I'm keeping arm's length just for my sanity and for my heart.
Wow.
What if we just go in there and I just be like, "Well, Uncle Kevin just told me that we could play."
You're so
I don't think
stupid.
I'm young enough anymore to say stuff like that. Grandpa or Grandma McQueen. What's her grandma name? Landon, you got to pull some strings, man.
Brother, I am the string that it gets pulled. That's it.
That's a
I'm
shame.
just
All
a-
right, nobody
I'm just a
cares
little-
about this. We're just blabbering around. Thank you for listening to episode 217, or as
Being
Landon would
incredible
say,
world.
episode 56 of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. This is your host Mason, and for Landon Parrish and Hayes Holla, we're gonna let Landon wrap us out on this one. We love you all. Let them know Sangria Sundays.
Play hockey like I'm teriyaki. Spice it up like a orange peel. In a sake hockey. You got pockmarks on your butt. Looks like cellulite. I'm cellulite. You sell your right. I sell rights to movies. All right, I got a headache. I'm out of here.
We love you all. We'll see you next week. Peace.